Once upon a time, in a beautiful countryside, lived a hungry and cunning fox named Felix. Felix was always on the lookout for food, and he prided himself on being clever enough to get what he wanted. One sunny day, as Felix trotted through a lush vineyard, his sharp nose caught the irresistible scent of ripe, juicy grapes hanging high on the vines. His mouth watered at the thought of indulging in their sweetness. Eager to satisfy his appetite, he jumped and leaped, trying to reach the grapes. But no matter how hard he tried, the grapes remained tantalizingly out of reach. Frustrated, Felix took a step back and observed the grapes. He narrowed his eyes and thought to himself, "Those grapes are probably sour anyway. I don't need them." Despite his proclamation, a pang of disappointment lingered in his heart. Just then, a wise old owl perched on a nearby branch overheard Felix's muttered words. The owl, known for his wisdom, hooted softly, catching Felix's attention. "What seems to be the matter, dear fox?" the owl inquired. Felix, still trying to save face, replied, "Oh, those grapes up there? They're likely sour and not worth my effort." The owl, with a knowing glint in his eyes, responded, "It's easy to despise what we cannot attain." Felix felt a mix of embarrassment and defensiveness at the owl's words, but he remained steadfast in his belief that he didn't want those grapes. As the days passed, Felix couldn't shake the memory of those grapes from his mind. He found himself daydreaming about their sweetness, regretting his hasty judgment. He realized that he had been too proud to admit his failure. Driven by his craving and determination, Felix returned to the vineyard armed with a plan. He brought a long stick with him and used it to knock down a cluster of grapes. Finally, he tasted the sweet fruit that had eluded him for so long. With each bite, Felix's pride gave way to satisfaction and humility. He had learned a valuable lesson about not letting his ego blind him to his true desires. He understood that it's okay to admit limitations and work diligently to achieve what he wanted. From then on, Felix became a wiser and more humble fox. He shared his story with other animals, teaching them the importance of persistence, humility, and not underestimating what seems out of reach. And so, the tale of the fox and the grapes served as a timeless reminder that sometimes the things we desire most require effort and determination, and that the ability to acknowledge and overcome our own shortcomings is a mark of true wisdom.